Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today let's talk about array deletion. So array deletion happens when you want to delete an element of your array. So let's start. So first, let's declare our array. So let's say, so my array name is the Vincent. Max size is 100. Then another variable num for our number of elements, since we will ask the user how many elements he want to put in his or her array. So num for our number of elements, and next is the location. So the location or the position of the element he or she want to delete, and then I for our loop. So I think our variables now complete. So let's start by printf. Let's ask the user how many elements he or she wanted on the array. Enter how many elements, then scanf. So let's store it to num, check the end, semicolon. And now let's create a loop to ask the elements on the array. So let's use I, since purpose of our I is for our looping. So let's say less than num. So less than num, then I plus plus. So less than num because we started counting from 0. So less than num, or you could say I is less than or equal to num minus 1. But num is just the same as stating that 1 from 0 to less than num. So let's say if our user inputs 5, so our loop will start from 0 and end at 4, since our I is, we set our condition to less than 5. So less than 5, so from 0 to 4, if you count the elements from 0 to 4 that we can store from 0 to 4, so they're equal to 5. So let's printf again. Printf, enter the Vincent %d. Then let's put I here. So when I is 0, this here will become 0. Then when I becomes 1, this %d will become 1. Then scanf, so %d, and let's call our array to I. So when ask for the Vincent 0, so it will store at the Vincent 0. So this here is only a text, and this is our array. So now we're done asking for the elements, so let's print the elements. Printf, the elements are, let's create a loop. I again 0 to let's just copy this one. Then printf, the Vincent %d is equal to %d I, and the Vincent I. So let's test our code. C expects argument of type, but argument 2 has type int. What? Okay, stop. Wait, there's an error in our code. Let's try to debug. Here, we forgot to put the ampersand symbol. Let's run again. So no error now. Let's say 3. I want 3 elements. 1, 2, 3. So elements are, forget again the \n. So to make it clear, let's put \n. So 1, 2, 3. The elements are 1, 2, and 3, so correct. So now let's ask for the position of the element you want to delete, the user want to delete. So printf, enter the position or location of the element you want to delete. Then scanf ops d, let's store it to and location, and then let's put \n here. Enter the element you want to delete. So now we have the location of the element we want to delete. Now let's create a loop. So the logic here is to move our elements upward. So let's create a loop. So for I is equal to our location minus 1. So let's say if we want to third element, the index of that is 2. So let's decrease our location by 1 to get the index of that location. Then so from that location up to the our number of elements, then I plus plus. So now let's proceed on creating the logic here. So the Vincent location minus 1 is equal to the Vincent the Vincent I. So our I is location minus 1. So for example, we will delete the third position. So our third position, we obtain here the value of our third position. So we will store the value of our fourth element here. So I plus 1. So I plus 1. So that's it. So we can remove this since we only have one argument for our loop. So now let's decrease our number of elements. So num minus. So let's decrease our number of elements by 1. Now let's print our elements after deletion. So the elements after deletion, the elements now are print the elements after deletion. So let's create a for loop. So let's just copy this here, paste, then let's print this one. So let's print our elements. So I think we are now set our let's put backslash in here, double backslash in to establish some space. I think our code's now ready. So from here is now okay. So we are now done asking the location, and then here we move the elements upward and then delete the last index. So we move our elements upward here. So let's say we want to delete the third element. So what happened here is we move the fourth element to the third element, and then the fifth element to the fourth element, and then the last element. So we deleted the last element, so it won't display here. So now let's try to run our code, see if this works. So error semicolon. Why is this for? Printf. So printf. So I think we're ready now. No more errors. Oh, yay. So let's see if we did this right, if our calculations right. 1 2 3. So 1 2 3, the elements are 1 2 3. So enter the location of the element you want to delete. So let's say the second element. The elements are now 1 3. So you see guys, so our code is successful. So I think we're right. So let's try another test to make sure. Let's say 5 elements. 1 2 3 4 5. Let's try the last element guys. Well, the fifth element. So 1 2 3 4. So correct. Again correct. So let's run again. Let's delete the first element. So let's say 4 3 2 1. The position, so first element 3 2 1. So it's correct. So that's all for today's video guys. So if you like my content, so consider subscribing. So like, comment, share, and subscribe for more programming tutorials. So thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.